أكبر يا قدس يا قدس الله أكبر نصر الرسول يصيح الله أكبر يا طير مهاجر على الأقصى وديني الأقصى أرض وعرض وشرف وديني لو نمشي مبدأ صالح الديني من باكر تشرق شمسك يا حرية يا طير مهاجر على الأقصى وديني الأقصى أرض وعرض وشرف وديني لو نمشي مبدأ صالح الديني من باكر تشرق شمسك يا حرية.
For sharing your story.
بس في إشي بدي أضيفه لا أنا ولا ينيف حكينا فيه.
I just want to add one more thing that not me and Darmin or Yaniv spoke about it.
دول أوروبا وأمريكا بالتحديد الدعم والأموال اللي هي بتوديها لإسرائيل.
The European countries and especially America, they send the USA, they send a lot of money to Israel.
هاي أموال كلها بتروح لهدم البيوت لقتل الأطفال ولقتل الناس.
This money of support, it goes all to destroying houses, killing people and killing kids.
احنا كشعب فلسطيني احنا يعني بنطلب من دول اوروبا وخاصة امريكا.
We as Palestinians, we ask the Europeans and especially the USA.
هو لازم يكون واجب عليهم وقف الدعم لإسرائيل.
And it's a part of your obligation to stop the financial support and the support to Israel.
مقاطعة دولة إسرائيل. ينيف دكا ولازم أخرى كمان قاطعة دولة إسرائيل. Translation ريما.
I ask you not to translate. We didn't agree about this.
No, wait a minute.
إياد لحظة بس اقعد شوي اقعد بعد
You have freedom of speech. Sit down.
Freedom of speech, but we are organization and we have principles that we agree upon.
We have
No, we have some principles.
أنت ترجمي ريما translation.
So
We have some agreement.
I just want to
I suggest that we will finish. We will wrap up.
1 minute. I just want to translate, but he's saying, okay, I will translate, although I don't agree with him. لحظة, although I don't agree with him, but he's saying...
free. You don't.
This is what we call invisible theater. The public doesn't know that we are playing theater. At least some of you, I think, didn't know. Maybe some saw it because we're not the best actors in the world. But anyway,
No, they were quite good.
Okay, great, thank you. This invisible theater is one of the tools we use to raise awareness. So all the theatrical tools are to raise awareness on certain issues. This, what we just saw, is maybe theater, but I know it's also part of the internal discussion of the movement. So it's theater and it's not theater. Because of course there are Palestinians inside of the movement, they say we have to boycott Israel, this is our policy. There are Israelis agreeing with that, there are Israelis against it. So always this discussion, we accept inside of the movement the differences we have. The different political statements, and I think that is a very good thing. I'm coming to you, Rima.
It's important to say that it's a written and organized scene. It's not something that we don't... We have our arguments and we we showed it to you as boycotting Israel or not boycotting Israel. The Palestinian voice, that if you don't have Arabic speakers in the crowd, they won't understand. If I don't translate and the media won't bring the voice of the Palestinians, no one will hear this voice, because no one is... we have the power as English speakers to deliver the message. And I heard something in the crowd of the Arabic speaker, I think, that they said something. So it was really amazing and different having...
Could you translate what you heard?
Yes. I heard something, but I'm not sure what I heard. But okay. I heard something...
We said he has the right to speak,
yeah.
You know? Even you also have the right to speak.
Yes. But I took this position of not delivering the Palestinian voice at the moment, and it's something also that we need also to look at it. So
Something a lot of people in Europe don't know, I don't know about you, is that also inside of Israel there are Arabic people living and they have a permit of staying there, and one of them is Rima. You are Palestinian living in Israel. Could you emphasize on your position inside of Israel? And yeah.
So, hello everyone. Now I'm taking the rest of not translating. I should say that Iyad, allow me to say it, but Iyad, because he spent a lot of years in the Israeli jails, so he actually speaks Hebrew as well. So now Yaniv, he will translate to Hebrew, because, yeah. So this is the reality when your prisoner, he's speaking a different language, you need to speak his language as well. So my name is Rima, I'm 29 years old. I live in a city called, I was born in a city called Al-Fahim. It's on the borders with, it's on the borders between Israel and Palestine. Historically, it was our land, it was a gift from the Jordanians to the Israelis, because the Jordanians, they ruled the West Bank for until 67, and they decided that they want to give the areas where we live as a gift to the Israelis. So I live in the triangle area that half of it was given to the Israelis and half of it it's Palestinian. My grandfather, his name is Muhammad, and he was born in Megiddo, which is Lajon, but we call it Lajon, but now it's called Megiddo. Megiddo is the Hebrew name of the Palestinian displaced village of Lajon, and they ran away, but he was a kid, so his parents couldn't run away with him far away in the war, and then they went to be located in Al-Fahim, which is the biggest, closest village to Lajon, Megiddo today. But his other member of the family, they went to save the lands and to run away to Taibe, which is Palestine today, and to Jordan, to also have asylum seek over there. So I grew up in a family where we always knew that we have family all over the world. We have family in 3 different countries. It's Israel, Palestine, and Jordan, with the same family name, with the same roots of the family. I was grown up in a family that they really nationalist, and they lied to me until, I call it lying, until the age of 17, because until the age of 17 we studied in private schools that our parents supported it financially, and that's why we had only the Palestinian flag on the school. We didn't learn anything about the Jewish Israeli history. We didn't learn anything about what happened in the Holocaust. We have a gap of history knowledge. We studied what they asked us, the parents wanted us to know. So it was kind of brainwashing, because once, like we were going to have dinner or visit family, and I didn't know that we're actually in Israel. I was going through ways of roads to Palestine, and all the time I asked my father, what is this flag? And he's saying, it's the flag of the enemies of Israel. And why the flag is here? He said, it will go down soon. So we actually lived in Israel, but I didn't know that I live in Israel until the age of 17, which is really late age, because they closed our school, and then I was supposed to go to study in the governmental schools. And the first time I remember seeing the Israeli flag on the school, and I was really shocked. And then I started to have the trust, because they didn't want me to study in Israeli universities, because they know how it's hard to be Arab inside of the Israeli system. And the Israeli Jewish system, because I'm Arab, I'm Muslim, it's not easy to be part of something that you don't belong to it. And then, And then in the university, I met Tunisian tripartite. Yeah, from Tripoli, Libya in English. So I met a girl from Libya, and I started to talk to her in Arabic, and she was like, "Are you talking to me in Arab?" And I said, "You don't speak Arabic?" And she said, "No, I'm Jewish." And then it was a minute of thinking, like, "Oh my God, we look the same. Like, you look Arab, you're Arab. Why you don't? You're in ignorance of you being Arab as a Jew." And then I started to study history by myself, and studying history and studying about the Holocaust. I don't compare between the Holocaust and between the Nakba, the disaster of the Palestinians, but it was a lot of similarity between the stories of my grandfather, of my parents, of my family, and a lot of similarity, the same empathy I had toward the stories of the Holocaust and the people and what happened over there. And since then I took a decision that I really want to deliver the story of what happened, how the brain of the Jewish people works and why they're afraid all the time, and how it's the education in the Jewish school system that makes you afraid from the age of 5, once you're in school, the first grade, because this is what happened to me, and this is what's happening until today. The educational system, it's really brainwash us since we're really, really kids. I joined Combatants for Peace since the beginning, and I'm not a fighter. I'm not a combatant. I didn't join the Israeli army because the Israeli army, they don't take Arabs to serve in the Israeli army because they don't trust us, because we're not gonna kill our brothers in the Arab areas. So we're kind of in a place where 25% of Israel as Arabs living there, and we do have conflicts inside of us. Many people, and also my parents, they don't like the idea that I'm working with Israelis and Palestinians, because they look at the Palestinians as cheaters, and they look at the Israelis as enemy. So it's like, and the Palestinians themselves, they look at me when I go to the West Bank as a Israeli, and then I need to say, no, my car is Israeli, I'm not Israeli. And when I'm in Israel, they look at me as Palestinian Arab, Muslim girl, and then I say, I'm not only Arab, I'm also me, and I'm also Israeli. So we're kind of in the middle of all the situation. And I will end by saying that I'm really proud of being part of Combatants for Peace. I believe that we're making the change on the ground by our activities, and I think that the one who will bring peace, it will be us, Palestinians living in Israel, because we speak the language, we know the culture in both sides, and until now we're the bridge that separate and connect, and actually people walk on you and no one cares about you. So this is our situation right now, but one day we will bring the change. So it's a little bit about myself.